Uh, welcome.
Back.
Y'all, it's good to see you for this Module 1 Vocabulary Test number 4. First, let's take a moment to put our names at the top of this test. First, I'm going to put the name, my own name, Mr. Surface, and then my partner's name, Mr. Syrup Fest. Hopefully, you have a moment to put your partner's name on your test right now. Please do so. Excellent. Now, please take a moment to review partner work. Both partners got to work hard, got to have 2 sets of handwriting, only partner chat, 3-foot voices. Repeat after me: 3-foot voices,
3-foot voices.
and on task conversation. As you go through this, we're not going to reuse words except for the ones that are already labeled for you. So, genteel is one that we're going to reuse. So, fill in the link tables using the words below and underline the reminding word and definition. This week, it has been determined that we ought to include the terms and definitions for you. So, go ahead and repeat after me: genteel,
Genteel.
polite, and respectable.
Polite and respectable.
Now, we've had a lot of different reminding words for genteel, but as a class, we ended up going with the word eel. E-E-L, the animal. Then we had a story from class. That story is probably still up on the board and in your notebook. Please take a time to include the reminding word eel, the story that we did in class, and the picture, preferably even better than the ones you have in your notes already. Please take the time to do so now. Excellent work. Now we've got hierarchy and social order. Well, maybe you went with arch for the reminding word. Maybe you went with high for the reminding word. Maybe you went with rar for a reminding word. Take the next moment to decide with yourself or with your partner what your reminding word for hierarchy will be. Go ahead, do so now. So we went with high, the adjective. Next is the term medieval. What words do you recognize inside of medieval? Take a moment to find any of these. We see medium, right? We see ed. I hear evil. Which of those words might make for the best reminding word for medieval? Take a moment to decide a reminding for medieval now. All right. So now I've got the word evil, if you chose that, and relating to the Middle Ages. And I have to use the word evil plus the definition relating to the Middle Ages. So you have to make sure that you have a sentence with those words in it. Up here, I've got to use the word high, and I've got to use the definition social order. Sorry, plus sign. Please take the time to make sure that you've got your tables filled in and ready to go for hierarchy and medieval. Take the time to do so now. Excellent. Now, please take some time to complete those 2 linking tables, the story and the picture, with your partner now. Go ahead. Looks like we're on the back for the word genteel.
Genteel.
All right, and the word genteel, it still means the same exact thing that you see on your computer screen, which is polite and respectable. So look at this example on your test and at for the word genteel. They already give you a sentence that has some details in there. Genteel, polite, and respectable. The jazz club's intimate ambiance and smooth tunes provided a genteel evening of entertainment in the heart of the urban district, attracting both locals and tourists alike. We have words like attracting. We have words like smooth, ambience, club, um, evening, locals and tourists. All these are things that clubs have ambience and smooth tunes in them, and they want to be respectable. All right, they want to be genteel places for the richest in spirit and in pocket to come and enjoy their club. So we already did a sentence for genteel already as a class. You have that in your notebook. The blank was genteel when we had this night picture too. So you're using this sentence here on this line here. Please take the time to transfer your perfect sentence that you did during class to your quiz now. Now, there's plenty of other options for that last perfect sentence. I would suggest going with, oops, maybe not making that bold, maybe with a word like uh, analyze or perspective. Me, I like perspective. So perspective means viewpoint. So I'm going to go ahead and write that here on the back. You can choose a different word if you like, or go ahead and you can copy down the one that Mr. Surface chose. Take the time to do so now. Excellent. So now that you've had a moment to think about the word genteel for a few different parts of class, we're now going to find some details that go with it, just like we included in our perfect sentence up here. What words in the paragraph below tell us what genteel means? Well, what I would start by doing is finding all the pictures that have something to do with being genteel. For instance, I see a fancy little top hat with a sparkle. That's genteel, that polite and respectable world, that gentlemanly world, right? I see covering your cough or not talking with your mouth full, right? That politeness piece. That politeness piece seems to be sticking out right now. I see all sorts of other things that have to do with being genteel. So you're going to go through this paragraph, and all the pictures and all the words that go with the word genteel are what you need to highlight. Please take the time to do so now. And then finish up with these word searches. Excellent job, gang. Hold on, Miles.